This episode of Photowalks TV is brought to you by Flipboard, the social magazine app.
So this is the biggest Chinatown outside of Asia, the largest in the United States, and one of the most popular tourist spots in all of San Francisco. And you know what that means. Great photo sightings and some pretty good food as well. I'm Jefferson Graham. This is Photowalks TV, very special group of episodes. You know, my dad, Jerry Graham, the late Jerry Graham, hosted a travel series here in San Francisco back in the 90s called Bay Area Backroads. This is Photowalks Meet Backroads. My son Sam had this brilliant idea. What if you went and retraced some of your dad's steps? Just sort of took a look around, see how things have changed, what you think of an area versus what he thought of an area, and sort of merge the two together. What do you know? I found some old tapes. To kick it off today, let's have Jerry give you the lay of the land about Chinatown and why he loved it.
Now, what other city in the world could you walk from Italy all the way over to China just by crossing the street?
My dad loved this shot back when he did it, and 30 plus years later, I can still do it from Italy to Chinatown, right across the street.
The very name Chinatown conjures up all sorts of images, from century-old temples and mysterious herb shops to touristy shops crowding the city's oldest street, Grant Avenue. Since the gold rush, this has been San Francisco's exotic link to the East, a place where English is often a foreign language. So how do you enjoy Chinatown? Well, like North Beach, leave the car behind. This is one of the most densely populated places in the world, and not a place to be driving.
Chinatown is a place to walk through. Parking is very hard to come by, and it's so busy. Why bother with a car anyway? Just go down the two main streets, Grant and Kearny, and let your eyes wander. Photo ops are everywhere. Remember that I'm shooting this episode on a camera that's way smaller than the one that my dad used back in the Backroads day. Same camera you guys probably have. I've got an iPhone, and I'm also shooting on a GoPro as well. Way higher resolution than what he got, and these cameras are so awesome, there's no reason you can't get amazing pictures of Chinatown with the phone that's in your pocket. My photo tips for photographing Chinatown are pretty simple. Look for the color, the street art, the people, the food, the great old buildings. It's a regular photographer paradise. Nighttime when the lights come out is fantastic, but midday sun bringing out the colors of the buildings, well, that's pretty cool too. If you're bringing someone to Chinatown for a portrait shoot, it's hard to top the grittiness and urbanness of this backdrop. Don't forget that the most popular iconic shot of Chinatown is the Dragon Gate near Union Square. You can cross the street at the light to get the wide shot of the complete gate, because you won't be able to get it by standing directly in front of it. And know that the lights are timed, and you should have 15 to 20 seconds to get the shot. Speaking of photography, a quick word from our sponsor, Flipboard, the social magazine app. For tips and tricks on photography and how I got some of these awesome shots of Chinatown, please check out and join the Photowalkers magazine on Flipboard. It's free and available on iOS and Android as well as desktop. We'd love to see your photos and questions there as well. Just email me for an invite link, photowalkstv@gmail.com. So a lot of the places that my dad visited back in the 90s on Backroads in Chinatown are not here. At least the businesses are not here. The buildings are still here, and that's what's really cool. Like this one. Once upon a time, this was a telephone exchange place when people in Chinatown, this is how they were all reached, all from a bunch of operators. And of course, now it's a bank, but still a beautiful building and very photo-worthy. Have a yen for seeing fortune cookies get made? Well, let's go down Ross Alley. $2,000 a day?
If I'm not lazy.
If you want a fortune cookie, well, you're going to have to buy it on the spot.
I don't share at all.
No?
No. I don't want to share because I want people to come into the communities and look at the cookies and look at the community. Take times.
Oh.
If I ship everything, they don't have to be here, then it's meaningless for the whole community.
Chinatown is for teetotalers.
My dad loved the tea of Chinatown. 10 Rand's facade is still there, but the business here closed some time ago. However, tea is still huge in Chinatown, as we found out when we visited the Red Blossom Tea Company.
It has definitely changed. I've been here for probably 5 years on and off, and in that time it has definitely changed. I think the biggest change, of course, is COVID. A lot of the businesses on our street have kind of shut down during COVID, so it's been a little bit of a struggle kind of navigating, you know, the new environment. From retail, we've shifted a lot toward online. I think foot traffic has decreased. It's coming back, but yeah, it's been an interesting few years.
How would you describe this Chinatown in relation to maybe other parts of the city?
Definitely. I mean, this Chinatown is a very close-knit community. So a lot of the people, you know, live and work here. It's sort of a self-sustaining community within the larger city. We still have a lot of customers from back in the day that have always shopped here, you know, who are local to Chinatown. But it has definitely started to attract, you know, tourists from all over the place. So it's a melting pot of many different cultures.
What would you recommend people coming to Chinatown go visit?
There's a lot of great shops, a lot of little boutique shops. You know, there's the Wok shop that sells all of the kind of traditional Chinese cookware. There's a shop called Kim and Ono that sells really interesting handmade kimonos. And then, of course, Red Blossom Tea Company.
I really like it. Something like that.
Oh, this is a good tea. I really like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Flipboard, for sponsoring this episode of Photowalks TV.
Hey, that's a wrap for our Photowalks Meets Backroads episode right here, where else but Chinatown. Thanks everybody for watching. Please stay tuned for more of our Photowalks episodes in San Francisco. If you haven't done it already, please do me a favor and subscribe to the Photowalks TV channel right here on YouTube. That would be youtube.com/PhotowalksTV. Look for me on Twitter and Instagram, where I'm at Jefferson Graham. Stay tuned, please, and I'll see you on the next Photowalk. Bye-bye.